Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Princess Connect Redive video. Now today I'm doing a full guide and overview of the upcoming Tower of Luna. So here we have posted from user SHC Boomer over on the r/Priconne Reddit. So shout out to this user, they have a lot of information on here, as well as the fan subbing thing. We're going to be going over this, so I leave a link to the fan subbing in the description, as well as the Reddit link. So once again, shout out to this person. Alright, so we have some notes for the event that they leave here. It's basically going to say that this event will be a once-a-month event, and it says, don't worry, the floor you last clear will be saved and will carry over to the next time it runs. It actually gets easier to catch up since your units will be stronger. So basically, all it's saying here is that the event will come around once a month, and whatever stage you get to, whatever floor you get to, that is the stage that you will come back to the next time it comes back. So every month or so, when it comes back, you'll be able to start from the floor that you previously left off of, which I think is really cool. The floors are fairly straightforward when they are 1 through 9. So basically, 11 through 19, 21 through 29. The only ones you really have to worry about and actually have a proper team comp are going to be the boss stages, especially boss stage 60 and 70. It says right here, floors 70 and 60 are probably the toughest in the event. You'll likely need more than one team to clear them out. It says HP and TP carry over between runs. As long as your units don't die, you can use them on the next floor. It says timeout will wipe your whole team. Unlike the first EX dungeon, your team will wipe when the timer hits 0-0 and not before it. So keep that in mind when you are running against a boss battle. For example, if you make it to floor 70, which I'm pretty sure a lot of the people who have been playing since the start of the game will probably make it around to 60 or 70. Once you make it there, it's going to wipe your team. So as soon as you use that team is done. As soon as you get to 0-0, as soon as the time clock runs out, you don't get to rerun with that same team. The team is done. It gets wiped. It says you can borrow one support unit a day. So every day, if you want to keep going back and keep doing this, you'll be able to bring a new support unit in if you want to try a different team. It says here, you can reset your entire set of parties to full HP once daily. Use this wisely, especially if you're stuck on certain floors. So basically, what this is all it's saying is use this for your Makoto, Curie, and June comps. That's basically all it's saying. No, but seriously, you can reset your entire set of parties to full HP once only daily. So make sure you guys take advantage of this and use it when you're stuck on a certain floor or you don't want your team to die. And then here we have the fan subbing website. There is a lot of stuff on here. It goes over the basics. So I think it starts off from 1 to 70. So here we go. Here's the 10th floor, 144,000 HP. As you can see, at the 20th floor, we're actually starting to run into some AoE enemies. And the 70th floor, we have quite a bit amount of HP. So we have the Ruined Dolls, 70,000, 70,000. And then we have the Ray with 70,000 here. So I'm going to take a look at the difficulty. So as you can see from above, the boss for the set of the boss is the Galliodon. The details of the boss can be found here. So very large magic damage to all enemies and reduces magic defense. Okay, that's his Union Burst. His skill 1 does large physical damage enemies to in front, and then large magic enemies in front range and paralyzes them. So you obviously want to run 2 tanks. I think 2 tanks are your biggest and smartest ideas to run here. You want to have Miyako and probably June, I would assume is what you want to run against the 70th floor boss. Because you're going to be running against a lot of physical damage characters. You have Shizuru here, who's going to be this Shizuru is going to be super annoying. This 50th floor is going to be really, really annoying. Shizuru is super annoying. So there's a lot of stuff you could bring here. Yukari also might be a very good option because you're going to be able to stop that AoE magic attack. So obviously, there's some teams on here that they do recommend. Here is the 70th floor right here. They recommend you run Jun Nozomi, Makoto, Tomo, Yui, and then Jun, Kyori, Mimi, Yukari, and then Summer Kokoro. And then it says the boss may have more HP than on 460, but the enemy composition is actually a little easier to deal with. You just have to make sure you can deal with Reno and not die from her Union Burst. Shadow Ray actually moves up quite a bit, so if you can take her down after using the first party, the second part should be fairly simple. And here's some more teams and alternative teams that you could run. You got Jun, Kyori, Makoto, Yukari, Yui. So obviously, Yui is going to be playing a big role in the 70th floor. So make sure you guys do have your Mastotos and your Yuis leveled up, because these 2 healers are going to be super important here, especially Yui. Obviously, there's characters here that you've seen before. Yukari, of course, I feel like I knew Yukari was going to be important just because this dude's Union Burst does hit like a truck. So obviously, you do have the floors 10 through 70. Of course, these teams, obviously, most people should be able to beat them, especially if you are above level 108. If you're at the level cap, you should be able to easily beat to 70. You might have some struggles on 70, but eventually you'll be able to beat it. And basically, once you beat all of 70, you won't have to do this ever again. And from there, it's going to be taking on the EX floors. So it says here, once you complete floor 70, you unlock the first EX mission in Tower of Luna. And it's basically a challenge floor and it says in JP, it can be very challenging and requires specific teams to beat. So if you cannot beat this on the first time around, don't be upset because this is very, very hard content. Suggested teams that they have here. This team down here, we have Kyoka, Summer Carol, Akari, Ilya, Shizuru. There's a lot of teams in here that you can run. Kuka, Monica, Akari, Carol, Kyoka. So it's a lot of team options that you have to choose to fight against this 70th floor of the EX. This is going to be very, very fun. I cannot wait until this drops. This is going to be such a big grind. It's probably going to take maybe multiple hours to get to floor 70. I'm not too sure how long it's going to take, but we'll see. Now let's take a look at the big rewards that we have here. So the rewards here, it's going to be getting floors 1 through 9, 11 through 19, etc. It's going to be getting 30 jewels per non-boss floors. And then from every boss floor, you're going to be getting 100 jewels. And then it's going to be different memory shards for each character. So for here, you're getting Ayane, you're getting Exjino here, you're getting Shizuru, Monica, and then Reno. So you're getting a lot of shards. That obviously not many shards, but you're getting a decent amount. This is like basically doing an extra farm of hard mode. So this is kind of extra, but it's a little nice. And then, of course, for the EX470, you get the best rewards with 300 jewels and then 30 Divine Amulets. The Divine Amulets, of course, are very, very nice. You're also going to be getting 5 equipment from floors 10 and 20 as well. Obviously, you don't get shards there, but whatever. A lot of jewels are going to be on the table. I mean, just from completing 10 and 20, you get 100, you get 200 there, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. You get 1,000 from just beating the boss stages. And then you have to add in, I'm not doing the math on this, but you get 30 jewels per every 1 through 9 stage or something like that. So in total, you're going to be getting, I don't know, I'm going to estimate around 1,500 jewels, maybe less, 1,200. So you're going to be getting a lot of jewels from beating this. So a lot of jewels on the table. Make sure you guys do this. I am very, very excited to fight against this Tower of Luna. I might do a stream against this. I'm not quite sure. But I'm very, very excited. This is probably the best content that's coming to Princess Connect Redive. Awesome. Super excited. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.